Hello friends, in this lecture we will trace some Cartesian curves. So the first example is y equal to x into x square minus 1. So first of all we will check the symmetry of this curve. Since if we put minus y for y and minus x for x, so minus will cancel out, so curve equation of the curve does not change. It means it is symmetric in opposite quadrants. So the curve has the symmetry in opposite quadrant. It means if curve has this type of the nature in the first quadrant, so symmetry in opposite quadrant means like this. Okay. Next is origin. So we have to test whether this curve passes through the origin. So because the constant term is absent in this curve, so it passes through the origin. So then we have to find the tangents at the origin. So equating to 0 the lowest degree terms, and the lowest degree terms is y plus x. So equating it 0, so we will get y is equal to minus x. It is the tangent at the origin. It means the slope of the tangent is minus 1, means 135 degree. So the tangent makes an angle 135 degree with positive direction of the x-axis. Okay. And then points of intersection. So if we will put y equal to 0, so we get x is equal to 0 and plus minus 1. So find the dy by dx at these 3 points. So dy by dx at 0, 0, it is minus 1, means negative. So it is already discussed here. The tangent at the origin has the slope minus 1. So dy by dx is at 0, 0 is 1. And dy by dx at 1, 0 or minus 1, 0, it is 2, which is greater than 0. So at this point, this is the point of intersection of this curve and x-axis, and minus 1, 0, it is another point of intersection. Tangent at origin is this one. Okay. So this is the tangent, curve intersect at this point, and the slope at this point is 2, 0. So angle will be greater than 45 degree, because tan 45 is 1 and it is double of this. So making this slope. It means this is the tangent. So this is the tangent at the origin and this is the tangent at 1, 0. So joining this curve, keeping in mind these two are tangents, so you can move in this direction. Why you are moving in this direction? Because if you are getting dy by dx, so dy by dx here is 3x square minus 1. So if x is greater than 1, you can have dy by dx is positive, means the nature of the curve is increasing. Okay. So using this symmetry in opposite quadrant, so you can make, because it is a tangent, so you can make the graph of the curve like this. Okay. As far as asymptotes are concerned, the curve has no asymptote. So friends, the next example is x is equal to y minus 1, y minus 2, y minus 3, means product of these 3 terms. So first we have to check the symmetry for this curve. So it does not have any symmetry. Origin, because this curve has a constant term minus 6, so it does not pass through the origin. Points of intersection, if we put x is equal to 0, so we get y equal to 1, 2, 3. So the points are 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3. These are the points of intersection. So we must find the dy by dx, means slope of the tangent. So if we find the slope of the tangent at these points, So dy by dx from this curve, the calculations are here. So we will get this value. So we have a problem here due to this fall, indeterminate fall. So it will be the better idea to check the nature of this slope of the curve by determining the sine of x. Suppose we have to find the sine of x. So if we want to get the sine of x, it means we have to find the sine of this one. So we have to check where this is positive and where this is negative. So we have to decide the nature of the sine of this one, means where it is positive or where it is negative. So by using wavy curve method, we have to find the region where this is positive or this is negative. So equating to 0 the each coefficient, so we will get y equal to 1, 2, 3, and so splitting the real axis at these 3 points 1, 2, 3, and starting from the rightmost portion, it is positive, negative, positive, negative. So if y is greater than 3 and y lies between 1 and 2, x is positive because this expression is positive there. Okay, and if y is less than 1 and lies between 2 and 3, x is negative. Okay, so using this concept, so curve intersect the y-axis at these 3 points 1, 2 and 3. For this portion, if y is greater than 3, curve lies in this side, means right side of the y-axis. If y lies between 1 and 2, the curve lies between this portion, so it lies in the right side of the y-axis. If y is less than 1 and y lies between 2 and 3, if y is less than 1 means below this, and y lies between 2 and 3, so curve lies in the left hand side of the y-axis. Okay, and at this point minus 6, 0, you can find the dy by dx. So this slope is less than 45 degree, you can check yourself. So curve lies in this side, so it means, and this is the point of intersection, join this point with this one, curve lies here, so it should come back in the left side and then right side. So if y is greater than 3, x is always positive. Say it is 3. Okay, so combining all these facts, we can draw this figure. So friends, the next example is y into x square plus 4a square is equal to 8a cube. So first we will check the symmetry. So since all the powers of x are even here, so it is symmetric about y-axis only, no other symmetry. Origin, it does not pass through the origin because the curve has a constant term 8a cube. Next is point of intersection. So if we put x is equal to 0 in this curve, we will get the point of intersection 0 to a, and dy by dx for this curve is minus 16 a cube into x divided by whole square of x square plus 4a square. So dy by dx at this point 0 to a, this is equal to 0 upon non-zero, so it is 0. It means the tangent at 0 to a is parallel to the x-axis. So next point is asymptote. We have to find all the asymptotes of this curve. So the coefficient of highest power of y is x square plus 4a square. If we put it 0, x square plus 4a square, so we will get the imaginary values of x. So it means two asymptotes are imaginary. And if we equate to 0 the highest coefficient of highest power of x, so we put y equal to 0. So y equal to 0 means x-axis is the asymptote of this curve. Okay, it is the x-axis is the asymptote. So combining all these facts, let us try to trace this curve. Curve is symmetric about the y-axis. It means if we draw either side of the y-axis, we draw this curve either side of the y-axis, we can draw on the other side on the basis of its mirror image. Suppose we want to draw in this side, okay, for x positive. Next is points of intersection. The curve intersect the y-axis at the point 0 to a, 0 to a, and the tangent at this point is parallel to x-axis. Okay, so the shape of this curve either in this way or in this way. And then next, asymptote. X-axis is the asymptote. It means the branch of this curve will touch the x-axis at infinity. So it should move in this direction. Next idea is, suppose we have a confusion whether the curve lies above this point or not. Okay, so we have to decide whether the curve lies above this one or not. So we can find the value of y from here. Y is equal to 8a cube upon x square plus 4a square. Okay, this is positive. Denominator is positive. A is a constant, it is positive. So y is always positive. But we have to check if y is greater than 2a, the curve will lie or not. So at this point 0 to a, you can check d2y by dx2. So d2y by dx2, we will get the negative at this point. It means the curve has a maxima at this point. Okay, so your confusion is clear. Now on the basis of the symmetry, we can draw the curve in this side also. Okay, so next we will discuss the next example is y into x square minus 1 is equal to x square plus 1. So all the powers of x are even. So the curve is symmetric about y-axis, no other symmetry. Curve has a constant term 1, so it does not pass through the origin. Next, the points of intersection. If you put x is equal to 0 here, so we will get y is equal to minus 1. So the one point of intersection is 0 comma minus 1 with coordinate axis. And next, if you will put y equal to 0, so you will get x is equal to plus minus I, means imaginary points. So we have to test only the dy by dx at this point 0 minus 1, it is 0. So tangent is parallel to the x-axis. Next point, we have to test the asymptotes. So first we will check the asymptotes parallel to the y-axis. So equating to 0, the coefficient of highest power of y, that is x square minus 1. So x is equal to plus minus 1. So x is equal to plus 1 and minus 1. These are the x is equal to plus 1 and x is equal to minus 1. These are the two asymptotes. Another asymptotes parallel to the x-axis will be obtained by equating to 0 the coefficient of highest power of x, that will be y minus 1. So y equal to 1, y equal to 1 is the another asymptote, y equal to 1. So now we can combine all the facts. First one is symmetry about y-axis. Symmetry about y-axis means suppose it is origin, it is x-axis, it is y-axis. So we will draw on the left side of the y-axis, and then with the help of the symmetry we can draw in the right hand side. curve does not pass through the origin. Points of intersection of the curve with the coordinate axis is only one. The point is 0, -1. 0, -1 is this point. The tangent here is parallel to the x-axis. So the curve either will move in this direction, either will be like this or like this. And then asymptotes, we have discussed all these asymptotes. So next we have to decide how we will trace the curve in this side, means in right side of the y-axis. So now we have to decide in which portion the curve lies. So let us solving this curve for x rather than for y. So x will have a square root of 1 plus y upon y minus 1. So in which portion this value inside this square root is negative, we have to decide. So using the wavy curve method, dividing the whole axis for y in these three portions, 1 and -1, these are the critical points. So start from plus, means rightmost portion, plus, minus, plus. So if y is between -1 to +1, if y is between -1 to, y is -1 here and +1 is here, so curve will not lie in this portion. Okay, so don't bother about this portion, we will not trace the curve here. Okay, but it has the symmetry about y-axis, so we will trace only in this side. Y equal to 1, this is asymptote, and this x is equal to 1 asymptote. So if these two are the asymptotes, it means the curve, the branch of the curve will move parallel to this line. And similarly here, so joining this portion, because this is asymptote, this is asymptote, and since the curve is symmetric about y-axis, so drawing in this side also. This is the tangent parallel to x-axis. This is the point of intersection. Curve does not lie in the above portion, so the shape of the curve should be like this. But this is the asymptote, so it will move the parallel to this line. And similarly here in this direction, because it has the symmetry about the y-axis. So combining all these facts, we have drawn this curve. So friends, the next example is y square x square is equal to a square into y square minus x square. So since all the powers of y as well as x are even, so the curve is symmetric about both the axes. Next we have to check whether the curve passes through the origin. Yes, it does not have any constant, so it passes through the origin. We have to check the tangents at the origin. So we must equate to 0 the lowest degree terms. The lowest degree terms are of second degree terms. So equating to 0 the second degree term, so we will get y is equal to plus minus x. So these are the two tangents, these are the real and distinct, so the origin is a node. So up to this stage we have the two facts in our hands. Curve is symmetric about both the axes. It means it is symmetric about x-axis and about y-axis. So it is sufficient to trace this curve only in the first quadrant. Origin, the nature of the origin, y is equal to plus x is this line, and y is equal to minus x. So these two lines are the tangents, okay, at the origin. Next, points of intersection. So the curve intersects the coordinate axis only at the origin, and we have already discussed the nature of the origin, which is a node. Node means this line is tangent, so curve will pass through this one. This line tangent, so curve can pass through this along this direction. Curve can pass through along this direction. Curve can pass through along this direction. So which choice is correct? out of these four directions? We have to decide further. Next is asymptote. So in this curve, we can bring all the terms in the left hand side and then equating to 0 the highest powers of y, coefficient of the highest powers of y, to find the tangents parallel to the y-axis. So x square minus a square is 0, x is equal to plus minus a. X is equal to plus minus a means say x is equal to a is this and x is equal to minus a. X is equal to minus a and x is equal to plus a. These are the two asymptotes. So we have checked the asymptotes parallel to y-axis. Now let us try the asymptotes parallel to the x-axis. So equating to 0 the coefficients of highest powers of x. So from the first term and from the third term, the coefficients of highest powers of x are y square plus a square equating to 0. So we will get the imaginary values. Once two asymptotes are imaginary and two are real, so now we can observe this line is asymptote, this line is asymptote. These two lines are the tangents at the origin. Okay, we have to trace the curve. So let us solve the curve either for x or for y. So to decide in which portion the curve will lie, so the fourth and fifth point is reason. We have to decide the reason. So let us solve the curve for y. Y is equal to ax upon square root of 1 upon a minus x into a plus x. To apply the wavy curve method, we must have the coefficient of x here should be positive. Okay, so let us take minus sign common. So now we have to check the sign of this value, where this expression has the positive sign, the whole value will be negative inside the square root. So then y will be imaginary. So let us decide where this is positive. So using wavy curve method, the critical points are minus a and plus a. Start from the rightmost side, it is positive, negative and positive. So if x is greater than a and less than minus a, this expression is positive, it means the whole value is negative, means y is imaginary. So curve will not lie in this portion because x is greater than a here. Curve will not lie in this portion, so curve will lie between this one. This line is asymptote, x is equal to a and x is equal to minus a. These are the tangents at the origin. So it means if it is a tangent and it is asymptote, so curve will move parallel to this one. And since it is symmetric about x-axis, so same nature will be below this one. So by the help of the symmetry about the y-axis, you can draw the curve in this way. So by adjoining all these points, we can draw this curve. Next example, we will discuss x into x minus 2a into y square is equal to a square into x minus a into x minus 3. So first we will check the symmetry. Since all the powers of y are even, so it is symmetric about x-axis. Curve has a constant term, product of these three terms, so it does not pass through the origin. Next, the points of intersection. If we put y equal to 0 here, we will get x is equal to a and 3a. So at this point of intersection, the slope of the tangent is infinity. It means the tangent is perpendicular to x-axis at these 2 points. So at these 2 points, if we say this is y-axis, this is x-axis, this is say a0, and this is 3a0. Okay. So at these 2 points, the tangent is perpendicular to the x-axis. This is the nature of the tangent at these 2 points. Symmetry about x-axis. So we will trace the curve above the x-axis, and with the help of the symmetry, we can make the image of this, treating x-axis as the mirror. Next, asymptote. So this curve has degree 4. So from here we have degree 2, from here we have degree 2. So it has 4 degree. So maximum asymptotes will be 4. So equating to 0, the coefficient of highest power of y to get the asymptotes parallel to y-axis. So we will get x is equal to 0 and 2a. So x is equal to 0 is this line, and x is equal to 2a is this line. So x is equal to 0 and x is equal to 2a. These are the asymptotes. Okay. If we want to check the asymptotes parallel to x-axis, so equating to 0 the highest coefficients of the highest powers of x. So from here the coefficient of highest power of x is a square. From here it is y square. If you will bring in the left side, y square minus a square is 0. So y is equal to plus minus a. Y equal to plus a is say this line, and y is equal to minus a is this line. So we have the 4 asymptotes, say a1, a2, and this line is also asymptote, say it is a3, and this is a4. Okay. So combining all these facts, we can draw this curve. So right now we are familiar about the facts for this curve. These are the asymptotes. So it has 4 asymptotes. X is equal to 0 and x is equal to 2a. X is equal to 0 and x is equal to 2a. This is x-axis. This is y-axis. Origin is this one. Symmetry about x-axis. So we will draw the curve above the x-axis, and with the help of symmetry we can draw below the x-axis. Okay. If we solve the curve for y, we have a into square root of this rational expression. The coefficient of each factor, coefficient of x in each factor is plus 1, means positive. So if we want to apply the wavy curve method, we can put each factor to 0. So we will get the 4 values: 0, a, 2a and 3a. So we will start from the rightmost portion, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus. So this expression is negative if x lies between 2a and 3a. It means y will be imaginary there. So we are not interested to trace this curve between 2a and 3a. Between 2a and 3a. 2a is this line and 3a is this line. So we will not trace here in this portion. Okay? In this strip, this perpendicular strip. We are also not interested in this portion where x lies between 0 and a. So in this portion we are not interested. So we will trace the curve only between this portion, and in this side. Okay, if x is less than 0. So friends, since this is the tangent and this is the asymptote, curve is symmetric about x-axis. So the tangent is this point, tangent at this point is perpendicular to x-axis, so we can draw the curve like this. Okay, and since this is the asymptote, so the branch of this curve will be parallel to this line, and due to the symmetry about x-axis, similarly we can draw about this one. Okay, now we have to trace the curve in this side. This is the tangent perpendicular to x-axis. This line is the asymptote, this line is the asymptote. So this is the tangent, it means the curve will be like this. It is asymptote, so the branch will move parallel to this one, and due to symmetry about x-axis we can draw here. So next we have to discuss in the left side of the y-axis. This is asymptote, this is asymptote, so the curve will move parallel to these two sides, and due to the symmetry we can draw this. By combining all these facts we have traced this curve. So let we finish here, we should stop here.